AP Government Unit 3.3 and 3.4 in under 1 minute. Let's go! The First Amendment protects freedom of speech and the press, but its interpretation is up for debate. The court usually rules in favor of freedom of speech, but there are times where it can be restricted. During World War I, Charles Schenck began distributing leaflets urging men to resist the draft. The case was brought to the Supreme Court, which ruled that Schenck's speech could be prohibited because it created a clear and present danger to national security, as it discouraged draft participation during wartime. This case established the precedent that speech can be limited under certain circumstances. There are several other forms of unprotected speech, including libel, slander, and obscenity. Notice how hate speech and symbolic speech are protected. In Tinker v. Des Moines, students wore black armbands to protest the Vietnam War and were prohibited by the school from doing so. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the students, ruling that students have free speech in school, which includes symbolic speech, like black armbands. In New York Times v. U.S., the Nixon administration sued the New York Times for releasing the Pentagon Papers, which exposed the president's lies about how the Vietnam War was really going. The court ruled that, because of the First Amendment's freedom of the press, the New York Times was free to publish the papers, as they didn't create any real danger to national security, only made the president look bad. The case established the precedent that there is a heavy presumption against prior restraint. Follow for more and good luck on your exams, because that was